Hey, welcome to the Spirit Soul Sense Information for Your Soul. I am Shareece, and Black people are killed unjustly in America and across the world all the time. All the time. I think the media highlights specific cases for different reasons. So the case that's very prominent right now is Ahmaud Arbery. Basically, a black man was jogging in his neighborhood and he was followed by 3 white men who were armed. One was filming and they said they thought he was a burglary suspect, and so they live in an open carry state of Georgia, also where I live, and they confronted him. There was some kind of back and forth and they ended up shooting him 3 times, I think. For my mental health and for my spiritual well-being, I choose not to consume a video of a man being killed. I'm an empath and I'm very sensitive, so like what's happening with COVID-19 has already got me like really clear on my boundaries with folks. Like, you can't call me just to complain. You can't call me to just air your anxieties. I'm very specific about the news I consume. I don't watch any news, but I read the news because, it's important to know what's going on. And so there was no getting away from hearing about this case and knowing that it's happening. Whenever I have another video about like collective mourning, I feel the shift in energy just in my being when there are so many people I'm connected to. I'm connected to everyone, right? We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and I can feel the energy, the shift, like what's happening. And it's very draining. It's exhausting sometimes being Black. I also had another experience recently where I felt I was being, I don't want to say discriminated against, but I felt like this white woman was interacting with me in a very specific way because I was Black. There's like the thing about racism, especially when it's a microaggression or it's subtle, is you don't know. And that's like part of the exhausting part of being Black. I often forget that I'm Black because I didn't grow up knowing I was like, there is a racial identity theory that has many stages that you move through. And I think I moved through a stage similar to white folks. So white folks are usually surrounded by white folks, and so they don't think about their race as a form of their identity. So growing up on an island where everyone is Black. My governor, my doctor, my teachers, everyone is Black. There's no like significant, my race is not it wasn't a salient part of my identity. So it wasn't until I came to the People's America that I realized that, being Black means something different here than it means like being back home. This video, I didn't want to do, but I feel so compelled. Black issues are very important to me, and I'm planning to have more Black topics on my channel. But I am so bothered. I'm so bothered by this. It's a reminder that we're not safe. Additionally, I have a son who is making 13, who a friend of mine just said he looks like a man and his voice is getting deeper and he's about to pass me in height. And it's just, I have to practice so much self-care around this so that I don't become overwhelmed by anxiety. I think my mother would say it's perfectly okay to feel whatever it is you're feeling. So feeling anxious, feeling afraid, feeling angry, definitely I felt some rage. And one of my sisters said recently, situations like this make you want to slap a random white person, because if you are not anti-racism, you are part of the problem. And I'm really tired of only Black people fighting for Black people. And I know there are groups of other people doing things, but you're not shouting loud enough. You're just not. Because what we see often and time again is Black women or LGBT Black folks fighting for the same causes. And I know, like on a grander scale, I know that we are moving in the direction of change. Black people in America used to be slaves. There were Jim Crow laws. There are still problems now, but they are nowhere near what they were 300 years ago. I know there's going to be change. However, right now in 2020, if you are Black and this case has affected you in some way, listen. One of the things I take peace in is knowing that change is the only thing that's constant. I have lovely, wonderful Black people in my life right now who are safe, who I love, who I can hug. I have a self-care routine that helps to keep me grounded in times of stress, which is what this case has me feeling. I'm definitely feeling stress. And I know that the most important thing I can do is get my money right. Because unfortunately, the answer to racism right now is not give me the respect and the dignity I need. It's not the shouting of that. Although I think there is a place for protest, all that stuff. The power is in economics. And the best thing I think that every individual Black person can do to then come together as a group is to get your money right. Because economics is really the way that we continue to make our way out of this. I'm going to eat some ice cream. I had pizza last night. I have a piece of cake there waiting for me because, self-care. Let me know if you've been affected by this case in any way and if there's anything you'd like to add in the comments. Thank you for watching.